Overspending is a common challenge, and it can often feel like the only way to get your finances under control is to cut back so much that life loses its joy. But what if there's a better way? What if you could rein in your spending, build up savings, and still enjoy the things that make life meaningful? The truth is, stopping overspending doesn't have to mean constant sacrifice or deprivation. Instead, it's about understanding your habits, making intentional choices, and finding satisfaction in what you truly value. To begin, it's important to understand why overspending happens in the first place. For many, spending goes beyond simple transactions. It's emotional. Shopping can be a way to relieve stress, celebrate a win, or fill a void. Advertisers know this, and they're experts at making us feel like a purchase will make us happier, more successful, or more attractive. Recognizing these emotional triggers is the first step. When you feel the urge to buy something, pause and ask yourself, what am I really seeking? Is it comfort, excitement, belonging, or just a quick mood boost? Sometimes just naming the feeling can help you decide if you truly want or need the item. Next, take a close look at your spending patterns. Track your expenses for a month. Every coffee, every online order, every spontaneous lunch. You might be surprised by where your money goes. This isn't about shaming yourself, it's about gaining insight. Maybe you notice that you tend to overspend after a tough day at work, or that small daily purchases add up more than you realized. With this knowledge, you can start to make targeted changes. One of the most effective strategies is to create a spending plan that reflects your real priorities. Instead of thinking of it as a restrictive budget, think of it as a way to direct your money toward what matters most to you. List out your essential expenses, things like rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, and then look at what's left. What brings you the most joy? Maybe it's dinners out with friends, travel, or a hobby you love. Allocate money for those things first, and then see what's left for less important expenses. This way, you're not just cutting back, you're making sure your spending aligns with your values. A powerful tool to avoid feeling deprived is to practice mindful spending. Before making a purchase, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it add lasting value to my life, or is it just a quick fix for boredom or stress? Some people find it helpful to implement a 24-hour rule for non-essential purchases. If you see something you want, wait a day before buying it. Often, the initial urge will pass, and you'll realize you don't need it after all. Another helpful approach is to find low-cost or free alternatives to the things you enjoy. If you love going out for coffee, try making a special brew at home and savoring it in your favorite spot. If shopping is your way to unwind, explore other activities that give you a similar sense of pleasure, like going for a walk, reading a book, or connecting with friends. You might discover new interests that are just as fulfilling but don't come with a hefty price tag. It's also important to celebrate your progress. Every time you make a conscious choice to spend less, acknowledge it. Maybe you skipped an impulse purchase or found a creative way to enjoy yourself without spending. These small wins add up over time and reinforce your ability to manage your money without missing out on happiness. Building a support system can make a big difference too. Talk to friends or family members who share your goals, or join an online community focused on mindful spending. Sharing your challenges and successes can keep you motivated and remind you that you're not alone. Another key element is to set clear, inspiring goals for your money. Maybe you want to build up an emergency fund, pay off debt, or save for a dream vacation. When you have a specific purpose for your money, it's easier to resist the temptation to overspend. Visualize what achieving that goal will feel like: more security, less stress, greater freedom. Let that vision guide your daily choices. Remember, it's normal to slip up sometimes. If you overspend, don't beat yourself up. Instead, reflect on what happened and what you can learn from it. Was there a particular trigger or situation that led to the overspending? How can you handle it differently next time? Growth comes from learning, not from perfection. It can also help to automate your savings. Set up a system where a portion of your income goes directly into a savings account before you even see it. This way, you're paying yourself first, and you're less likely to spend money that's already set aside for your future. If you find that certain environments or situations make it hard to control your spending, take proactive steps to avoid them. Unsubscribe from marketing emails, unfollow brands on social media, or avoid browsing online stores when you're bored. Out of sight, out of mind can be a powerful ally. Finally, practice gratitude for what you already have. Take a moment each day to appreciate something in your life: a comfortable home, a good meal, a caring friend. The more you focus on abundance rather than scarcity, the less you'll feel the need to fill gaps with more stuff. In the end, stopping overspending isn't about denying yourself pleasure or living a life of constant restraint. It's about making intentional choices that support your well-being and your goals. By understanding your triggers, tracking your spending, prioritizing what matters, and finding joy in simple things, you can create a life that feels both abundant and financially secure. Over time, these habits become second nature, and you'll find that you're not just spending less, you're living more fully with greater peace of mind and satisfaction.